Hello, completed God of War Ascension, want to share opinion. The game turned out to be great. For the first time, besides a single player, it offers a multiplayer, which we will examine separately. The single player contains everything we, God of War fans, love in this game series. Murdering enemies with the most brutal ways, finding and revenging Ares, Zeus or someone else depending on which part you played before. In this part, Kratos has only one constant weapon, blades on chains, but they can be enhanced with the magic of one of gods that will give blades certain upgrades, a soul summoning, burning enemies and others. A player can switch between magic powers at any moment, and with this, battle tactics will also significantly change. This feature makes replaying the game with different powers very interesting. In terms of the timeline, this game takes place before events of other games and embraces the period of Kratos' life between the moment he broke his oath to Ares, for those who forgot, "Destroy my enemies and my life is yours," and the moment he began accomplishing tasks of Athena to atone his sins. The game begins with a scene in which Kratos wakes up and sees him chained to a rock. Then appears Megara, one of three Furies, and begins beating him. Kratos manages to set free and the massacre begins. Because of the fact that the game takes place before events of others, and therefore before Kratos became the strongest and the angriest in the world, developers had to make the main hero weaker than in previous parts, not to break the logic of the story. It does not spoil impressions of the game, on the contrary, it became more intense and individual. A few words about the multiplayer. This mode is made very simple, understandable, its playing mechanics are extremely close to a single player. Everything you need to know will be explained in first 5 minutes of the multiplayer. Afterwards comes pure fun. Besides person vs person fights, a bunch of popular mods, there is a mode Trial of the Gods. It allows you to fight waves of monsters alone with a live partner via network on special arenas. Each such arena ends with a boss fight. This mode is quite difficult and requires teamwork. You must constantly keep an eye on your partner to help him if necessary. The only flaw I have found is that, comparing to previous games, it has less epic dialogues. Except for that, God of War Ascension is great. I sincerely recommend, even if it is your first acquaintance with the series. If you want to get a wider view of the game, you may watch an hour-long fragment of gameplay available on my channel. See you later!